But on your screens, you can see the anger outpouring across the entire nation. From Badlapur to Bengal, we have seen voices coming out saying that it's time that the Ladki, the Shakti, fights back. It's time for this kind of women's safety issue stops being a political prop, for women safety issue stop being an empty chant. It's time that there is actionable evidence which is provided to us, not just by the center, the state, but even the entire system. Just earlier today, what did the Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, say? Well, the Justice said that this is the outcome of a regressive mindset. And that has been the problem. Be it in Bengal, be it in Badlapur, we have seen that women have borne the brunt. Let me go across to our panelists. Joining us today on the show, Rajat Sethi, he's an author as well as an economist. Advocate Sushil Vyas is joining us, a spokesperson of Shiv Sena. There's Kishore Tiwari, Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray faction, who's speaking to us here on our channel. Ravi Srivastava, a political analyst, is there. But I'm going to go across to Kishore Tiwari first. We just heard the Chief Minister say that action has been taken, SIT has been formed. Is that enough? Is that enough to assuage the anger of a nation today which is forced, and I'm saying forced, to come out, pelt stones at a school, forced to come out and ensure that there is stopping of the railway? They are holding rail roko. They are pelting stones at a school because those are the places where they said, or rather thought, that their children, a 4-year-old child, would be safe.
This is unfortunate, and we are with the people, and we want that some discipline should be there in the school, but we do not want to politicize the matter. Why the police delay was there, it should be investigated. I am told that school belongs to the BJP walas, and BJP worker was involved, and the politics was done by the government. When the same thing happened, the innocent crime was done in Bengal, then you politicize the same thing. Now people are against you. I am asking Devendra to realize that the people anger being large is being done, and the people are, the station is being crushed. They are not understanding the sentiments of people. Mayor suspension will not do anything. You should start this stuff, and the message should be very perfect. And the police is under Home Minister of Maharashtra, who is the Deputy Chief Minister. He should step down.
In fact, let me put these questions across to Sushil Vyas. Why is it that action is taken in retrospect? Today, you know what the Chief Justice said? Of course, that was in the case of the Kolkata brutality. However, the Chief Justice of India had said, we have enough laws. Laws have been put up, but when things like this happen, it is because of a systemic failure, because our systems have failed. It's not like there are no laws, but there was no CCTV camera which was covering that area. There were no attendants who were securing the safety, ensuring the safety of 4-year-old children. And of course, it is the regressive mindset.
I fully agree with you, but whatever you just narrated, that those things should have been there. If they were not there, investigation will take place and serious possible action will be taken.
How do you tell the parents of these 2 children that investigation will take place? In retrospect,
as our leader just now said, I was hearing, Eknath Raoji Shinde, we are with the family. We are with the family whose minor childs are sexually assaulted, and we are like a family member for whatever possible under the law restricted.
He is not under Eknath Shinde.
Those are just words.
He is not under Eknath Shinde.
Tiwari ji, I am not interfering.
Devendra Fadnavis is protecting. He is protecting the police officer.
With respect.
Okay, these serious allegations are being leveled against you, Sushil Vyas, that there is a BJP hand, that there is your alliance partner, Devendra Fadnavis, who's trying to shield the accused. Questions are being raised. It's not enough to suspend 3 cops. That will not change the system, Sushil Vyas.
At full responsibility at my command, I'm saying. As Tiwari ji said, the management is affiliated to X wala, Y wala. In spite of naming
with full responsibility, can you say this won't happen again?
Yes.
Can you say this won't happen again?
Whosoever is
Have
there,
you done enough for that?
Of course, if somebody is shielding someone, the strongest possible action will be taken against he or she, whosoever he or she may be. Tiwari ji, please listen. If you said something, please develop habit of listening also.
I asked you a simple question, Mr. Vyas. Can you also, with full authority and responsibility, say that your government's done enough steps to ensure something like this won't happen again?
I don't say enough, but whatever possible steps which has to be taken, we are taking. We are taking certain action, but we see that justice will be given to this family.
Justice will be given, but we've been told the same. Everywhere a heinous crime like this happens, where there is untold depravity, we are being ensured that justice will be delivered. Even at the time of Nirbhaya, we were told. But this continues to happen. No one tells us that this won't happen again, and that's the problem. Meanwhile, there's some breaking news. I'll just come back to you. There's some breaking news coming in. This entire case of Badlapur sexual assault case has now reached the High Court. The High Court has urged and has stepped in, taken suo motu cognizance. Remember earlier in the day, there was a similar hearing which happened in the Supreme Court, when the Supreme Court too had stepped into the Bengal rape and murder case. Now in the case of Badlapur, the incident has reached the Bombay High Court. Let me go across to Shweta, who's joining us. Shweta, such is the condition of our nation that today, instead of legislators, the courts have said, let us step in, let something happen. They have voiced the anguish of an entire nation.
Well, absolutely. In fact, what we understand is that this particular incident has reached to the Bombay High Court, and the petitioner has also requested to take a cognizance under suo motu. Apart from this, there's also been the request that has been kept forward by the petitioner, stating that, however, the SIT has been formed, but that should happen under the supervision of the Bombay High Court, so that the transparency can be maintained. Moreover, but the single bench had requested the petitioner to move to the divisional bench, hence to go towards the appropriate bench that was needed to hear the case. But very importantly, what we understand is that this particular matter has reached out to the Bombay High Court, and now the Bombay High Court, what we expect is that soon they will be taking the suo motu cognizance of this particular case.
Now stepped in, taking suo motu cognizance of this case. Now let me go across to Ravi Srivastava. Voices are coming from our politicians saying that we'll ensure justice is being done. But state after state, day after day, year after year, similar instances keep happening. Why should we be forced to actually come out onto the streets where the protesters are also lathi charged? There are state excesses, something which has been pushed out today in the case of West Bengal, where the Supreme Court had said you can't unleash the might of your state on protesters. What should we as a nation do?
Meghna, first of all, that all things are appearing to be as far as are rape concerned. The same footage TV earlier, FIR filed for 12 hours, 13 hours. The person in court has reached that he done everything.
Well, unfortunately, there seems to be a bit of a problem with your audio. We'll try and reconnect with you, Ravi Srivastava. Let me put the same question across to Rajat Sethi, who's also there with us. Never again is something that they never promise, isn't it, Rajat Sethi? What they do promise is there's Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. Then they promise that there is going to be that they are going to be saving women, and Beti hoon lad sakti hoon. These are the kind of chants which come in, and I'm talking about both sides of the ideological border here, because honestly, it doesn't seem to change with the party and an ideology. This kind of atrocities on women have been reported from both sides of the ideological divide. Have we reached a state as a nation today where we expect the courts to intervene, because the system is such that enough laws are made but they simply are not implemented? Why?
See, the system, this is a black box. And let me tell you in no uncertain terms, this is the police, politics, politicians and criminal nexus. That is what system is, by the way. So let us not, call it a black box system and just not address the elephant in the room here. There is a reason why citizens are hitting the street. If politicians, and especially those who are sitting as co-panelists here, do not understand the rage that is building up in the mind of an average citizen of this country. They need to wake up. This is an alarming situation wherein we have seen that over and over again, politicians of the day of all hues and colors, they think that they can buy the vote of a woman by paying 1,000 rupees and offering them free bus rides, and that is they can shake their hands off the responsibility of providing a secure
Absolutely.
nation to the country. This is not what the women expect. They are not there demanding your 1,000 rupees and then giving up all the basic expectations from the state. They are fighting to reclaim the night. They are fighting to reclaim their spaces, and this fight will not stop till the point this
Absolutely.
so-called system doesn't reach to a point of zero tolerance. Zero
Stop
tolerance
the freebies.
preemptively.
What we need is security. I think that is a good way to sum it up, because at the end of it, there are these empty chants which are coming in. But the truth is that in India, we've reached a stage where women, girls, even toddlers are being ravaged in life, and then they are being betrayed even in death. Even in death, we have failed to give them justice. Well, with that, we're going to be slipping into a short break. This continues to be one of our top focus stories here.